man cave. I wanted to make another correction. Something I forgot to do. Sometimes it's late at night when I play these games, and I'm kind of halfway ready for bed anyway, so mine gets kind of groggy. But anyway, I did notice over here when it came to isolation, I forgot to take this unit off, so let me look in the rules real quick. I know what the procedure is, but this guy here was isolated. He ain't got nothing. So let me see what the British isolation rules are, and I'll be right back for rules correctione. Looked at the map a little closer. That was good. He's at New Haven. New Haven is a port, so no isolation there. Everything stays the same. Getting on here with the strategy phase and the cards. Look this over a little bit. I think the best move for me to make would be to go ahead and activate 2 generals. So I'm going to play this card. Each activated general with the strategy can move. So discard this card here. First general I will be moving. Be old. Let me see here. Nope. 1 against 1. Ain't no good. So let me see. I will move Washington to Wilmington and attack Burgoyne along the coast. Ooh, hold on a second there. To get that naval support. But I think the modifiers will still be enough in Washington's favor. And the only reason it isn't an overrun is because there's a general there, so I'll give him his naval support. And we'll move there anyway. Oh, how we do this? Let's get these generals off here to defender in a defender box. Where my battle marker? Attacker for him. Oh, we got 1. I know Washington's got 3, 4, 5. Well, shouldn't that be 7? He had 2 there. He had 4 total. Loses 50%. This one, I think this got flipped over. Yeah, 5. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm pretty sure he had 4, and he loses 2, 50% attrition, so that should be a 2. Somehow that got flipped. I'll go back and check it out. But anyway, that was here, is it? Here, I think it's at Wilmington, South Carolina, is the battle. And these are the participants. Washington versus Burgoyne. Oh, we will also be playing the Henry Knox Colonial Continental Artillery Commander. Maybe played by the American player before a battle, so I'll be playing that. Plus 2 Dyro modifiers for some good artillery. The American player draws a strategy card at the end of the active player's impulse. I remember to do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that card ready to go right here as a reminder. Oops. Okay. I'll be back with some strategy ratings, battle ratings, and all the other procedures of battle. Washington can win this one. That'd be nice. I'd be placing a bunch of political control markers and moving up to meet the onslaught that's probably going to come. He's still got a few armies up there. I think Ohio's got 5, and he's got a big old reinforcement come in. Another strategy is what Washington does not if, but when he does take Wilmington, or what is that? Yeah, Wilmington. My other general move will be to activate Arnold and capture that spot at Georgetown, even though that's not a port. I want to make sure on the British turn he can't come on down south much. I guess he could come down here at Norfolk. So that's what I got thinking. That's what I got going on. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this battle, and I'll be back to show you the results. We've got a little spring offensive going on here after Washington's major victory in the winter against Cornwallis. He's on a roll. He's moved out here from Utah Springs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moved into Wilmington, North Carolina. And these are the battle participants. Washington versus Burgoyne. In the port of Wilmington, now I'll be rolling for battle ratings. Washington will be the attacker, so I'll let him go first. He needs 4 and a 6 to get his battle rating. And he doesn't get it, so Washington's battle rating will be halved. Rounded down. Okay, so Washington's battle rating is 2. Burgoyne is next. He's got a battle rating of 2, and he wants to keep that instead of making it a 1. So, Burgoyne has trouble with all his forces and mustering them together. All right, kind of a cluster for each man's staff. Half battle ratings. Alright, now we'll go check out the die roll modifiers and we shall return. Be right back. Alright. Die roll modifiers have been determined. Washington gets a +7 on his roll for combat units. Another 2 for his battle rating. 1 for the militia, because he has the colonists have 3 political control markers versus 2 for the British. And he gets his Henry Knox artillery bonus. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. +12 for the Americans. +12. Okay, over here for the Brits, we got a +1 for the combat units. Another +1 for Burgoyne's reduced battle rating. Another 1 for British regulars. 1 for the Royal Navy. And the British players discarding an event card. An American event card. Now the American player can't buy it. Usually, when he discards a card, the American has the option of buying this card, but he can't during a battle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 +5, and let the shells fly. Highest die roll wins. Oh, not good. A 1 +12, 13. Washington stumbles on this one. Can Burgoyne take advantage? He gets a 3. +5 is only an 8. Washington comes through. I have to see what's going on here with the leader casualties. If Burgoyne is captured or not. So let me determine losses now. Washington wins the battle pretty decisively. We'll be back. It says that the loser rolls 1 die. Gets a 3. If the die rolls 1, 2, or 3, 1 combat unit is lost. Okay, well, he loses his combat unit. That's the only one he had. So this guy is gone. Oops, slippery on the plexiglass. Alright. Going into battle rolls and dice. 4. Alright, losing side had no general. Losing side, general has an agility rating. Okay, where's my 4? If the losing general has an agility rating of 3, he has an agility rating of 1. The winning side loses 1 combat unit if the die roll is 1 to 4. So Washington has his forces reduced by 1. Okay. Retreat mechanics. Oh. Potentially leave a winning general with no CPUs. Nope. Or no combat units. Alright. I gotta look at this here. Surrenders. If a general and survivor cannot conduct a legal retreat. Well, he can retreat because he's on port. So, retreat. A defending British general and any surviving combat units that lose a battle in a port space may be able to retreat by sea. That's what old Burgoyne's going to do then. Is only allowed if the battle space is not blockaded port and not a fortified port. It's not. Yeah, it's not a fortified port. Quebec, Montreal, without a British PC marker on it. Yeah, I'm going to read this. I'll be right back. Burgoyne's going to go ahead and retreat by sea. But retreat where? That is the question. Where do I want to retreat my general if I'm the British? I want to keep the pressure on down here. I got a bunch of reinforcements coming in. But I'm by myself, so I don't want to get caught. I guess the next nearest port would be Alexandria, Virginia. Nobody can get to him from there. Well, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. He can. Ooh, what would be a safe spot for my British general to come in at? Alright. Burgoyne. You're getting evacuated up to Long Island, I believe. New York. You'll be safe up there. I'd like to bring them down here and get them some of these units, but I guess Cornwallis can bring everybody in. The return of Cornwallis. Okay, well that's going to do it for the British. Get this marker up here. Washington and his men. Back over here to Wilmington. Alright, here we go. What do I do with old Washington? There he is. Okay, now with my other activation. What to do with Arnold and his one unit. Can Washington move anymore? He was right here at Utah Springs. Where's Utah? Utah Springs. 1, 2, 3. Let me look and see if he can move again. I think he's done. But if he can move again, we might have to move old Washington. We'll be back. Washington can't move. I think he's got to stay there. The only time he can keep on moving is if he conducts an overrun. So now what to do with Arnold? What to do with Arnold? Huh. A lot of British reinforcements coming. And they'll land at a port. Arnold, what am I going to do with you? Let me think about this. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm moving Arnold and his little measly one combat unit out west to Gilbertown. He's going to sit out there and build his forces up. I'm going to use some of my op cards to get him some reinforcements. He's my left flank. I'm imagining the British start moving down. There's some of their forces if you can activate them, but he's going to bring in Cornwallis. Oh, probably somewhere up in here. Build him up. He's already built up. Maybe give him a few more units. Well, I'll give probably all 6 to Arnold. And he'll protect my left flank. He can come in here and cover any landing area. Washington will bring up the coast. So Washington's got the coast. Arnold's got the west. That will do it for my turn here. Old fire feels good. Oh, a little chilly tonight. Okay, let's see what my card is that I drew. Okay, what's up? British event card, so I won't be able to use this one. So that was a bad draw for a little bit of bad luck on the Colonial side. But that will do it for my impulse. See if I got any cleaning up to do, if I'm overlooking anything. I don't believe I am. Yeah. Burgoyne made his escape. Old King George is looking for some payback. Time for the return of Cornwallis. Let's see what the British decide to do. We'll be back. Holiday time. Game and season. Washington's War. Be back. British player's turn. He is going to play a 3-ops card. And he is going to activate General Howe in Boston. He's going to use port movement to move down here to Alexandria, Virginia. So he's got his 5 combat units. General Howe heading down south. Okay. We'll see what the American response is. Bringing him down first. I thought about bringing all these guys on, but I thought I'd throw the colonists a curveball. We'll see what's up. He'll be coming next. Get us some nice units here. What will Washington's response be? Does he go and take on Howe? Or does he decide to beef up his forces? 2 options. Or play political control markers. Because they know what's coming. Strategy time for the colonists. We'll be back. Get a little bit of a adjustment here on the camera. Alright, I got a little correction to make, or not a correction, but something I just thinking about strategy, looking over the board. The Americans won a victory, therefore moving the French alliance marker up another one. So that's just next thing I want to do. Another question I have, and I'll have to look it over, is when the game does end in 1779, does it move as soon as you move the marker, or do you get to have the whole turn, and then when it turns over and it moves to 1780, it's over? So right now, everybody thinks the war is going to end in 1781, but we all know the colonists have a card that's going to end the war sooner. And that's another thing too. Does the rules state that I have to play the card right away, or just during the strategy phase? I mean, as soon as, does it have to be like the first card down? I don't think it does. I'm interpreting in the rules as to saying it has to be played sometime during the strategy phase. So we are in the colonial turn. The colonial player has a lot to think about. Do I beef up units? Get ready for the summer offensive that's coming from the British. I think the only hope they got in winning this game is to eliminate Arnold and Washington. They got 8 combat units coming on, plus 5. So they got the big 13 going against, I think he's only got 5, 6. So that would win the game for the British. They almost need a military victory, and if they knew what card was in the deck, if I was actually playing a player and he knew what card was in the deck, I think that'd be his only move, unless he wants to try a political control blitz. So the colonial players contemplating. That's another thing. I was kind of thinking, when you're playing a 2-player game, is how long do you give the person to think about it? I'd like to have me like a little hourglass. Give it a little bit of time. It kind of puts a pressure on it, because in war anyway, you don't get a chance to, sit there and think and think and think. You got things going on. You gotta go. You gotta do it. So I think if I was playing a 2-player game, or if GMT should incorporate a little bit of a timer. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to sit here and contemplate, figure out some strategy, and we shall return. Colonial turn. And I'm looking at it this way. I know what's coming. I'm going to play that into the war card here in my strategy phase. The British player supposedly doesn't know what's going to happen. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm winning the political control game. So I will eventually put down some political control markers, but right now it's about saving my forces. So the colonial player is going to play a 3-op card. Oops. A 3-op card here. With that 3-op card, the colonial player is going to bring on 3 reinforcements and beef up Arnold. So we'll have, let's get some change going on here. A 2, and Arnold. And that is colonial play. Reinforcement time. On to the Brits. I think the British player is going to play a. Let me look at this real quick. The move's going to be to bring on Cornwallis. I just got to find out what port and stuff like that. Or do I operate a general and bring some more generals down? He really got any. Well, he's got 2. Yeah. British player thinks the war's still a few turns off. He might think about consolidating. Well, we don't want to get Howe left up there with his pants down now. Washington's a formidable foe. Might be time to bring Cornwallis on and get him close. We'll find out here. I'll be back with the British turn in a couple seconds.